Now that you've looked at whether the Crystal Cove State Marine Conservation Area's ecosystem is changing over time, it's time to build on your explanation and think about what that tells us about the MPA regulations that are put in place here at Crystal Cove. California's MPA system is going to come up for review in 2022. At that point, the local land managers, including Crystal Cove State Park, will have a chance to give input on whether the current system seems to be working or whether there should be changes to the existing regulations. Crystal Cove State Park's environmental scientists want to know whether the MPA regulations that we have here are working as intended. They need you to make a recommendation as to whether the MPA regulations are working and suggest possible next steps for when the MPA system is under review in 2022. Your research team has a decision to make. If you think the MPA is working, your recommendation could be to continue as is. If you think that it's not working, maybe you'll suggest stricter regulations. You could also suggest that we need more data and a longer review if you're still not sure. This stage of the process is a great time to think not just about the data, but also about the different perspectives of our community stakeholders. For example, you might think it's important to allow our local tribal nations, the Ahashiman and Tongva, increased access or traditional use of the MPAs. If you think the regulations worked very well and biodiversity has increased a lot, maybe you think there could be room to open up more opportunities for fishermen. Or maybe you think they haven't increased enough and loosening regulations at all would be a bad idea. There is no predetermined right or wrong answer here. Your task is to weigh the different sides of each option, consider the science, and then come up with a recommendation. As you do so, you might want to look back in your field notebook pages from sessions 1 and 2, where we learned about different stakeholders, and make your recommendation keeping in mind both the data and the people involved. When you've created your recommendation, you'll be able to share it with us on our website so that we can share it directly with Crystal Cove State Park. I look forward to hearing your thoughts.